Devin Borman, director of Academie Duello in downtown Vancouver, has been fascinated with swordplay since he was a child.
I told enough friends when I was a young teenager that I really wanted to do some type of fencing, and some of them found a group called the Society for Creative Anachronism, which was like a historical reenactment group, and through them I connected with some people who were doing historical swordplay with rapiers. And so I connected with this community of people who were doing this, and then they connected me to an even broader community of people who are doing historical martial arts around the world.
It's amazing how far Devin has gone in just shy of a decade.
We've been around for nearly 9 years, so we started in 2004, and just at the end of the summer, and we started at a little defunct skating rink in downtown Vancouver, and then we needed to rent a place because we had a lot of people, just sort of a hall, and then after a year, we had so many students coming out, and it was such an equipment-intensive martial art, we started looking for a home.
Devin Borman, founder of Academie Duello, has been running the school, museum, and retail shop for some time now, but it all started at this location with the need for space.
And we knew that being on street level, we needed to do something that was even more accessible to the public instead of just being a martial arts school. And so we started looking at having a retail shop so that we could kind of introduce people. One, people who were into the martial art could buy swords and masks and throat protectors and all the different sort of tools of the trade. But also we wanted to introduce, like we thought lots of people are really interested in knights and the Renaissance and history, and so we wanted to have more sort of items that would intrigue them.
When it comes to weaponry, Devin's a bit of a Renaissance man.
Personally, I think that I still really love the rapier. So if I think of, the arrow Flynn and Zorro kind of starting to me fantasizing about sword fighting, there's something really deft and intricate about that weapon.
I've heard the training can be pretty intensive. What kind of conditioning is required?
So the training itself is pretty physical. So I'd say every program, even our most cerebral programs, are a pretty good workout, and it's a pretty whole body kind of workout. So a lot of people, I think that's the main thing that they do to get fit, because you're moving around a lot. So a lot of footwork, a lot of lower body work, and then swords themselves are pretty heavy. So you're moving your upper body, and it's a lot of core work because it's rotational. And then we have some conditioning programs we run in the school that combine sword play plus a lot of different types of calisthenics and circuit training.
What kind of equipment would I have to get to start training?
You don't need anything to start training. We've got everything you need to come out and try out a class. We've got all the swords and protective gear that's required. Once you decide, hey, this is something I want to do, I usually recommend people buy a sword first, because then you can practice at home. And then you'll want to start getting some of your own protective gear.
For VATV News in Vancouver, I'm Sean Tiessen.